Hello, and we are here today at the preseason race at Tokyo Expressway East. I am joined with my co-commentator Toasty. Toasty, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Should be an interesting day today. A preseason race, of course, before the season starts up, and a good chance to see where all these cars and teams stand compared to one another. Mostly in a straight line speed, because this has a very, very long straight.
Yeah, it's interesting as a pre-race track how this is actually going to accurately reflect the strength of the teams throughout the season. I think it might be a little kind of like not accurate as what the teams how they'll actually perform throughout the season.
Yeah, it definitely makes it interesting in terms of teams being able to hold their strategy cards close to their chests, because it's kind of a different track than the rest of the season.
Yeah, and especially if it rains throughout the race. It's currently not entirely dry, I believe. Or no, I think it is completely dry on the track right now for qualifying, but in the event that it does rain during the race, that's going to be a completely different scenario from the rest of the season, seeing as only one track will have possible rain conditions throughout the season.
Yeah, the last round too, so that could definitely throw a curveball.
Yeah, so we have 7 teams this season. So we'll have 2 drivers per team in the GR4 class, so a total of 14 people in the GR4 class. And the same goes with the GR3 class. We'll have 7 teams, 2 drivers each. And the 7 teams are actually the same across both classes. So introducing our drivers today, we have Dinosaur right now starting his hot lap, debuting for CrowdStrike Racing Lexus. That's your team, Toasty.
Yeah, we put a lot of effort into this livery. It was a big collaborative project between the 4 of us. Not everyone had input. I'm happy about how it turned out. We went with the metallic purple there as the base color, so it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it looks great. It's a little hard to tell though, like in the dark conditions here for Tokyo, but we'll see the livery next round in the daytime once you get the the sticker issue worked out.
Yeah, I like everyone's liveries this season. They all look really nice.
Yeah. All right, so we got Token Timmy in second, followed by Sir Hames. Token Timmy is part of the Maelstrom team. Looks like Sir Hames is coming looking for a pass on Token Timmy. The Maelstrom Motorsports Nismo Nissan team.
Wow, they both went really deep there.
Yeah,
Sir Hames gonna make the corner? Oh, barely. All the way against the wall.
They're already starting to race. Look at that. Oh my goodness, hitting bumping wheel to wheel there.
Well, it's certainly not helping their lap times, but I mean, if they want to get some racing practice in early on.
Yeah, maybe the bump draft. Maybe the plan is to bump draft and get a little bit of speed down the straight. Looks like Token Timmy's going to go for the pass here. Sir Hames jumping up to first place in the qualifying so far. So Sir Hames, part of the Hoonigan Honeys racing team. They are the Mazda manufacturer for the season. Little Jacob.
Looks like a lot of rain starting now.
Yeah, looks like the rain's coming on, yeah. Little Jacob joining us from the Bahamut team, the returning Bahamut team from Season 1. Silly Season has changed the drivers quite a bit. I believe Azazel is the only Bahamut member, returning Bahamut member. But they are now the Subaru manufacturer for this season. We've got Rogue Nipra representing Shinra Electric Power Company Toyota. Currently in 4th place right now. He's doing really well. I think that wheel has really helped him so far. I think he's racing on the wheel today.
Nice. Yeah, I was able to get a lap in early there before the rain started. I don't know if anyone's going to improve on their times here. It's only a 10-minute qualifying session.
That's right. So Rogue being able to solidify a 4th place, that's pretty huge for him. Let's see here. We have Lamb King. Oh, just in the wall there. I think it was the rain. But
yeah,
Lamb
still on
King,
the slicks.
Yeah. Looks like he's got damage all over his car. Also part of the Hoonigan Honeys Racing team. Again, the Mazda manufacturer. Let's see, who haven't we introduced yet? Let's see, Matsuki, currently in 8th place. The other Bahamut driver in the GR4 class. We've got Ads, part of the Malistrom Nismo Nissan team, having a little difficulty in there in the rain as well.
Yeah, the rain really surprised and caught everyone out there. It downpoured for about a minute and then went away, and everyone thought, okay, the rain is gone now. But it came back and harder than before.
There's a huge pileup. Oh my goodness. It is just chaos.
Everyone's trying to get back to the pits to put some wets on.
Racer X there, part of the pileup. The second driver for the CrowdStrike Racing Lexus team. So we got Killer Pros in 11th place, representing the, I believe it is the VIR, which is the Vet Intimidator Racing Chevrolet team. Followed closely by Bryn, who's the other VIR Chevrolet Racing team as well. And I think finally the last driver we didn't introduce yet is Bishop, returning contestant from Season 1, part of the Shinra Electric Power Company Toyota team. Currently sitting at number 1 right now. Just chilling in the corner there.
I think the driver's just making it to the pits there. They're not going to have enough time for a lap. It's 9 minutes into a 10-minute qualifying session, and it's a lap time of at least 2 minutes 20 around here. And the track is this soaked.
Any predictions for the race, Toasty?
I'm really not sure. I mean, got all new cars. Of course, last season was only European cars. This season is anything but European cars. So it'll be interesting to see how these compare, how they perform, especially with the very real possibility of rain in the race. Yeah, I really don't know, which is great. It's exciting.
Yeah, everything goes at this point, and I think a lot of teams don't want to show their hand too early in the season about how well their cars can perform. So the preseason the preseason race is going to be, you know, not, again, like I said earlier, not necessarily a preview of how things are going to turn out in terms of racing in general for the season, but it will be entertaining nonetheless. It is absolute chaos on the track right now.
There was certainly a lot going on there. Everyone should be just about done at this point. Like Land King is
honest,
probably...
It's kind of like a fever dream watching qualifying so far. It's like cars all over the place, pileups, spinouts everywhere, people just hanging out in the corners.
Oh, Land King tried to do a lap there, and I'm not sure what Rogue is thinking at the moment. Yeah, usually we try and uphold some some standards here, so I don't think Land King's gonna be particularly happy with that one.
All right, looking at the results, we got Bishop on pole position with a 2:10.836. Sir Hames in second, followed by Little Jacob. We got Rogue Nipra in fourth, Lamb King in fifth, Token Timmy, Dinosaur, and Motsky 6th, 7th, and 8th. And in ninth, we have Ads, followed by Kilopros, Bryn, and then Racer X. The VIR team having a rough start to the season right now with both their Chevrolet Corvettes in 10th and 11th. Got a little bit unlucky there in the qualifying session. Good results for Shinra. They're at 1 and 4th. And then we have Hoonigan, Honey's Racing at 2nd and 5th. So looks like those teams are going to be battling out today.
Yeah, I think only 4 cars got a dry lap in there.
Yep.
So it looks like from our radar we'll have a dry start. So that'll be good to see these cars fly in between the walls with maximum grip. and some cars on track now, just kind of drivers refamiliarizing themselves with what the track feels like when it doesn't have an inch of water on it.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about having rain during qualifying. It really messes a lot of things up. It uh it throws a lot of it into the air, and at the end of the day, luck kind of determines your position.
Yeah,
Unless obviously if it's raining the entire time.
right.
So it's kind of like a like one of those things where you want to have a little bit of realism, a little bit of randomness in your conditions, and that makes it a little bit fun. But at the same time, it is a little less fair. But I would argue that equal conditions qualifying might be a better setup for qualifying, but at the same time, you can't have different conditions for the race, I believe, and qualifying. So if you set equal conditions mode for qualifying, I think you have to have it for equal conditions for the race as well.
Yeah, it would have to be the setting would have to be changed between resets of the lobby, and that can be very easily forgotten.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll get going in about a couple minutes. Waiting for the drivers to get ready on their end. I think the only drivers we're missing are the Honda drivers from the Avanti Corsa Honda team. They decided
I
to.
think we have one.
Do we? Oh, we do. Okay, yeah. So Nasty's here. I was looking at the screen of the lobby and it cut it off at 12, and I didn't see Nasty in
Oh
13.
yeah,
So that's good. Nasty will be joining us as well. The only person missing is his teammate. But again, the preseason race is not for points. So a lot of teams can opt out, and a lot of drivers can opt out from this race. I believe for the GR3 class, we'll have even more people missing from the race itself. But when it comes to the actual race next week for round 1, I believe we'll have the racers, and if anyone who is missing or can't make it for the week will be substituted by an alternate driver.
the Corvette of Kilpros looks like it handles very nicely around the corners here. So looking forward to seeing the Corvette in the field.
I was surprised you didn't choose the Corvette for yourself for your own team when the draft came around.
Yeah, we did a lot of testing and basically assigned a score to each car, and found that the Lexus was the best car for the track pick. So Yeah, well, I love the look and sound of the Corvette. It wasn't exactly it wasn't exactly our pick.
All right, looks like we'll get underway shortly here for the race. Toasty, take it away.
Yeah, so Bishop on pole on the left there in that red GR86. Lights are coming on here. Go, go, go from the front row. Sir Hames on the right. Little Jacob down the middle with that four-wheel drive launch out of the Subaru. And Team Bahamut leading the way into Season 2 here. A bright blue and blue on blue car. Sir Hames following closely behind there, getting the slipstream. And that Mazda, also four-wheel drive, I believe. This is the left side of the track there, side by side into turn 1. So he's going to brake later here. Little Jacob gets the inside, holds it there. Looks clean between the front half of the field there. Oh, Jacob gets into the wall a little bit, no damage though.
Oh, that was close into turn 1. Getting side by side. Looks like Sir Hames is coming up next to little Jacob. He's gonna have inside for the next couple turns. Oh, it's tight.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Great pass by Sir Hames. Takes the lead.
Yeah, got it done before that chicane of that 5-6S there.
Yeah.
Turns 5 and 6. Definitely don't want to be side by side through there. It's very tight. It's a fast section.
Little Jacob, though, still really close behind, not letting up at all. Still potentially going to have, depending on how they exit out of here, he's going to have a passing opportunity down the straight. Looking down the rest of the field, looks like Bishop is still in the 3rd position, really close by as well. I think when they come through the start-finish straight here, it's going to be quite tight there. Bishop taking a pretty shallow line into the apex there, almost running into little Jacob.
Like 3 or 4 cars picked up damage somewhere along the ways on lap 1, so either some coming together there of some cars. I did hear a lot of tire screeching going on in sector 2.
Bishop and Token Timmy going side to side. Looks like Token Timmy gets the pass on Bishop down the street. Oh no, he's right behind him. Looking for the pass down into turn 1, going side by side.
Must be carrying a lot more downforce on that Sylvia there.
Yeah.
He went to pull out of the slipstream there and slowed right down. Keeps stucking back into the slipstream there.
Oh no.
Oh, did he give Bishop a bump there into turn 1?
Yeah, looks like he gave him a bump and Bishop got damage on the front left there.
Oh man. So bad luck for Bishop.
That will most certainly be a penalty for Token Timmy after the race. M King in 5th, also with damage on his front right.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of that today, especially as the front tires wear. The car will just start to understeer and push wide, and there's no grass or gravel around here. It's walls, the walls of the track limits.
Yeah, that's so true. No stewards needed. Just the damage will regulate the drivers and keeping the wheels in the track. So Bryn also with damage on the front left. I think he just picked it up there. Rowe keeping his car clean in 7th right now with no damage on the recent soft tires.
We had a pack of cars from 8th downward.
man, adds with a ton of damage there. Both front tires and the front spoiler. Trying to keep it together down the front straight. Motsky also with damage, followed by Dinosaur, who is clean, making the pass right down the inside there. Gonna get it done. Likely to pass Ads as well because he's got no damage, so better top speed. Dinosaur moving up to 8th from 10th.
Nice. Yeah, keeping it out of the walls and less damage, less drag. So he's powering down the straight. As those who have picked up some damage in the past. Looks like Racer X also has damage. Oh, and adds with that damage. Damage leads to more damage, as they say. Picked up. Oh, well, I mean, it was already damaged, wasn't it? He's just having trouble.
Now, can you technically damage yourself more? And will it slow you down more? Because I know in GT7 I've had different sort of levels of damage, and sometimes like hitting my front spoiler, it doesn't slow me down that much. But then like if I hit it again, or I don't know if I hit it again, but like I know that in some accidents where I hit a little bit harder, like it definitely slows me down more. I wonder if it works that way in the game.
Possibly, I don't know. Jacob right behind Sir Hames now, looks like taking the outside line, or trying to, through the hairpin. E-Ship just sneaking on the inside there, had a little look. But E-Ship, despite the damage, sticking with these two. And there's a 7-second gap or so back to Token Timmy. 4-second gap back to Bryn. They're a bit spread out here until 7th place. Really impressed by Beecham right now. He's really holding it together with that damage, keeping it pointed in the right direction and everything.
Looks like little Jacob is right on Sir Hames' tail. Trying to get side by side into that little chicane there, but not able to. Oh, Sir Hames making a mistake, allowing little Jacob to capitalize there. Did he pick up any damage?
He did, yeah.
He did, yes. Front right.
You saw Jacob having a look there, and decided at the last moment that he should leave a bit of room, but didn't really adjust his speed there for the line.
Yeah, I wonder if having little Jacob in his rearview mirror there kind of threw him off a bit into that fast corner there. Forced an error.
Yeah, I probably just wasn't sure if Jacob was gonna go for it or not. But Jacob goes very deep into the hairpin. Bishop very nearly coming along the side though, and had a bit of a half spin on the exit. Picked up a 1-second penalty somewhere. That's rare here.
Yeah, he might have cut the inside of that hairpin turn there at the last turn. It's definitely pretty easy to do.
Yeah, I didn't think it was possible because there's barrels there that don't move.
Yeah, there's like the curbs there, they kind of stick out a little bit, and you have a little bit of room from the barriers on the inside of the turn. And then there's like cones there too. Yeah, I think if you hit the cones, I think it's a penalty.
Well, further down the field here, looks like 32 is making up a spot up into the top 10.
There you go. It's a nice job by Nasty. He started in last, I believe, and stayed in last for quite a little while. Kept his car clean from damage, and now has an advantage against the other cars that have damage. So he's gonna pick up, I think, probably quite a lot of places here, as long as he keeps his car out of the barriers.
Yeah, it's a pretty smart move. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Starting last, just kind of letting things play out in front of you, and then literally pick up the pieces.
Yep. The only challenge is if you're attempting to pass in the S's, it's a little challenging, especially if you're faster. But he's got Kilopros,
like...
Ads, and Dinosaur ahead of them, or not Dinosaur, but Kilopros and Ads and Lamb King all with damage ahead of him, so he'd at least probably be able to get up to 7th place.
It looks like we got a little bit of rain starting up again, and a little bit of rain is suddenly turning into a lot of rain.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna see some pit stops here, no doubt.
Little Jacob not opting to take a pit stop and change tires. Let's see who of the field will start to take their pit early. Well, it looks like the rain on this side, there is none. Looks like there's only rain on the west side of the track so far.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
maybe it just stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the drivers have a bit more information than we do with the radar, so maybe they saw it was only a very short time. They're just going to continue on the slicks.
Little Jacob there hitting the barrier in turn 1, but keeping his car free of damage because the surface is just slightly wet. Hames building a little bit of a gap between Bishop, who has about an 11-second gap to 4th place, which is Bryn.
Yeah, little Jacob is driving away a bit now. A 4.5-second lead.
So Nasty up into 9th place was able to make the move on Lamb King. In terms of strategy, it looks like everyone is on the same strategy. It looks like it's going to be a 1-stop. Potentially around lap 10 or 11. I think some cars might be able to stretch it and do a soft stint maybe for their second stint.
Right, stretch the mediums long. So 32 up to 9th place now. Like past Lamb King recently. And Rogue did end up pitting, put on wet tires, and those tires are burning up very quickly.
Oh no. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, his night started well there with a 4th position qualifying, and quickly went from good to bad.
Kilopro's here making the move on Ads down the front straight. He's got a little bit more top speed there with slightly less damage compared to Ads. Going in turn 1. Oh no, it looks like Ads is in the barrier again, and Nasty is able to capitalize that and take 8th place. He keeps moving up.
Looks like he bumped the back of the Corvette too. The Corvette now has some rare aero damage on the car.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's gonna cost him so much in this next lap.
While that was happening, 32 up to 8th, and now sees a damaged Corvette in front of him.
Yep.
Track drying out now. So they're gonna have some grip return to them.
Yeah, Tokyo and all the street circuits with barriers is a race of attrition. You have to be consistent, precise, keep your car out of damage, and you'll do well. You'll do pretty well. Nasty here looking to get in the inside of Killpros down the hairpin. Takes the inside, goes deep though.
Whoa.
Killpros is able to take the place back, but will he be able to keep the position down the straight?
Yeah, it's difficult when making a move like that on the inside. You kind of lose where you are on the track. Your reference points change. So I think that might have been what caused him to brake late there. Of course, with the undamaged NSX, he'll just fly by on the straight.
Yep.
No problem.
Smooth sailing there for Nasty. He's got his sights now set on Token Timmy, who Dinosaur was able to pass, I believe, in the last lap. Thanks to Dinosaur also keeping his car clean from damage. So it looks like Token Timmy is going to be Nasty's next victim.
And there's about a 5.5 second gap between those two, 6th and 7th, so we'll see if 32 can continue to keep it clean. We'll definitely see that gap drop. Keep it out of the walls, as I should say.
Yeah.
Keeping it clean is something different.
Yeah. So it looks like Bryn is currently in 4th, lapping at 2:16 per lap. Dinosaur is running in the about 2:16 as well. But then you have Token Timmy is running 2:18s, the high 2:18s. And Nasty's last lap was a 2:15.0. So I think Nasty in the next couple laps will catch up to Token Timmy. Oh no, we got an incident here. Oh my goodness. Is that Dinosaur? I think that was Dinosaur. Oh no. Dinosaur had such a good, clean race up until now, and oh man, got turned
I wonder
around.
what happened there. Oh man, that must have been on the mic there, telling everyone, all the teams, to watch out because he's around a blind corner.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's unfortunate for Dinosaur.
Yeah, probably have to hit early there and stretch the second stint. So you keep it at one stop.
Yeah, Tokyo is an unforgiving course. Just one small mistake and it can cost you the race.
32, a 2-second gap now to Token Timmy, and it's dropping quick. Just gaining chunks of time down the straight there. And there he is right behind him. Cruise right up to the back of the Sylvia. Taking a little look into turn 2 there. We'll probably have him around turn 3. He just has so much speed.
Yeah, you can tell Nasty's being a little cautious here. with attempting to pass and Token Timmy. Looking for the gap, but it's so hard to pass in this section of the track.
Yeah, it really is. I think he just knows that he has so much more speed down the straight. I'm just gonna wait until that opportunity.
Yep. Takes a look down the inside here for the right-hander, the fast right-hander. Yep, fast left-hander makes the move. Great work there by Nasty.
Yeah, that was nice. It's not easy to drive the inside line, that corner. That was a good move. It looks like first scheduled pit stop here from Sir Hames. Lap 9. And they'll start fueling up that car.
Sir Hames was at second place, right, when he pit?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. Little Jacob doing the best right now. He's lapping 2:14s consistently. Keeping his car clean, no damage. Doing an excellent race so far. Bishop is not far behind though. He is about 4 seconds still with damage. So it seems like Bishop potentially, after this first stint, when he pits and repairs his car, he might be able to catch up.
Yeah, and you know he'll definitely be able to put on a second set of softs because he's on the softs 10 laps with damage for the majority of it, which doesn't help the tire wear.
Yeah, and currently holding the fastest lap as well. Bishop has a 2:11. So let's see if little Jacob comes in to pit this lap. He's lining up his car into the pit lane. Looks like Bishop will do the same. So Bishop has also conserved more fuel during his stint. He's got about 5 liters less to fill than Jacob, and that's approximately
1.5 seconds or so?
Yeah, like just under 2 seconds. So Bryn is coming in as well. So that 2 seconds or the 1.5 seconds is really going to get Bishop's ever so slightly closer to little Jacob when they leave the pits. Nasty takes the lead as little Jacob exits the pit lane, with Bishop about 4.7 seconds behind. Looks like Bishop took a little bit more fuel there. I think he also had the damage that he had to repair too, so that's another couple seconds. So
that's true.
Yeah, despite having the fuel advantage, he definitely lost out because he had to repair his car. So we'll keep an eye on Bishop as we approach the end of the race. But Sir Hames is, let's see, he is about 4.5 seconds behind Bishop as well. Racer X currently up in 5th place, but still has yet to make a pit stop. But he's been saving a lot of fuel. He's got about just under a quarter of a tank left. It's unfortunate if you have a strategy where you're fuel saving and have a really long first stint and you get damaged. it'll really destroy your strategy, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, at that point... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Killpros just came out of the pits behind Okatimi there. We're starting to have a battle, and 5 or 6 cars right behind them, all the way back to 13th, is big line of cars.
So Az is out of the pit, but he's already got damage on his front right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ad's unfortunately on controller when he's used to being on the wheel for so long is a pretty big disadvantage. It's hard to have any sort of precision on a track like this if you're not used to having the controller.
And sometimes going from very worn, harder tires to fresh softs, when you turn in, it just catches you by surprise how much grip you have, and sometimes that can lead you to tapping an inside wall somewhere.
Oh no, looks like we got someone stuck there. Lamb King got turned around. That's unfortunate. He's got damage and had just started his second stint of the race.
32's just exited the pits. Looks like he filled the car all the way. So maybe just using all the revs now. Sure, he has enough fuel to do that. Doesn't look like he changed tires though.
Yeah, that's an interesting strategy.
Racer X is now on to his 12th lap. The front left is completely gone.
Yeah, I was going to mention earlier that if you have a long first stint and you get damage, you might as well just pit early and then swap your stint around so that your second one is the long one.
Right. Looks like Sir Hames is starting to catch Bishop now. He'll gain quite a bit of time down the straight, I'd imagine. Yeah, there's 4/10 or so just to the line. There's Racer X into the pits. Wonder if he's gonna put the soft tires on here and push till the end with soft tires. Maybe that's what his plan was, and that's why he didn't want to swap the strategy around. That would turn it into a two-stop, probably. Yeah, there he goes. Stops.
Yep.
Maybe an attempt to get the fastest lap in there too. Oh no, Bryn just had a spin into turn 1.
Oh no. So that puts Nasty into 4th place. Starting
that's
from
amazing.
last, yeah. Driver of the day so far for me.
Yeah.
Sir Hames closing the gap to Bishop down to 1.3 seconds. Bishop's got damage, that's why, okay. He's got damage on the front left there.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be able to get by well into the slipstream now, so probably have 8 or 9 miles an hour on him. Flying up the hill there out of the tunnel.
Bishop moving over to the inside there. Trying to defend, but Sir Hames will just make quick work of him before the braking zone of turn 1.
Whoa, Bishop getting very close to the
Yeah,
outside
very
wall.
close, yeah.
Doing his best to get by before that chicane we were talking about.
Turn 1 and turn 2 can be pretty tricky because there's a lot of marbles that can appear on the outside of those turns. So if you get into those marbles, you'll just understeer and they'll just slide your car out into the barrier. So it's kind of one of those things where you have to be precise, and if you even mess up within the limits of the road, depending on your speed, you might end up hitting the wall anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Bishop getting very close to the wall, speaking of walls.
Yep.
Does not want to lose that second position. So if he can get this hairpin right, then he'll be able to stick right behind Sir Hames through the straight and try again next lap.
Yeah, I think Bishop's strategy at this point is probably just to stick behind Sir Hames and keep that car in the slipstream. The damage might be too much though.
As that's going on, Little Jacob has extended his lead to 9.3 seconds. We have, looks like Racer X is closing the distance a little bit by bit, up to Bryn. Oh, Dinosaur and Motsky side by side. Going into, oh, looks like Motsky just made the pass going into the hairpin. So looks like Dinosaur has picked up some more damage there onto his second stint, so not the best luck today in Tokyo. Motsky pulling alongside Token Timmy there and gets the move done.
Catch Dinosaurs side by side in the replay. Looks like Dinosaur hit the wall there, coming onto the straight towards the final hairpin, and Motsky was able to just go right past him.
Those three very close together right now.
Very close, yeah. Very, very close.
Motsky and the Subaru leading the Lexus and Sylvia through Sector 2. Whoa, going a little wide there through the chicane of 5 and 6, but holds it together. I saw some sparks there in the background. Looks like Token Timmy got into a barrier. Well, 32, we've already called him driver of the day. Looks like he's putting in some very consistent laps still with that same set of tires. 2:12.5 last time out. Within a second of the fastest lap on 16 lap old tires.
Yeah, excellent
Very nice driving.
Yeah, excellent drive by him so far. Touches the wall there out of turn 1, ever so slightly.
So Motsky is making some distance there between himself and 9th place, Dinosaur and Token Timmy. Three laps to go for little Jacob. Almost 12 seconds ahead now. Kind of cruising home at this point.
I can't tell if he's got his hazards on or it's his turn signal. I think his turn signal's on.
Which car?
Little Jacob.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he has the right blinker on.
Yeah.
Looks like Bryn is now in Racer X sight. Down the straight here, gaining a lot of time. Bryn having that damage from been in turn 1 out earlier on.
Riding on board with Racer X. Gaining time on Bryn. About 7/10 of a second. Closing him down into the braking zone in turn 1.
A lot of understeer into turn 1 there. And scraping the wall, but no damage on the car. Looks like Bishop is caught back up to Sir Hames a bit. Sir Hames must have made a mistake. Oh, there's a mistake from Racer X there. Understeer in sector 2. Scraping the wall. Looks like he's been working that front left hard though.
Oh
Definitely
man, so
feeling
he got
it.
some damage there on the front left. That might be rough for his chances to be able to pass Bryn now that he has no longer an advantage of top speed down the straight. He's gonna have to do it purely on pace.
And Bryn has a lot more left on the front left tire. Oh, Racer X getting very sideways through the exit. A hairpin. Little Jacob now actually coming up to the back of Lamb King.
Marshall there waving the blue flag. You can hardly tell it's blue.
Yeah, I thought it was a yellow flag at first.
It looks like a black flag from my screen.
Lamb King letting Jacob by just before the hairpin there. And Jacob soon on to 19th and last lap for this race.
Yeah, we talk about Nasty having a great race so far, but little Jacob also has done an excellent job keeping his car not damaged, not keeping it out of the barriers, and having a pretty intense race with Sir Hames and Bishop. He did a pretty good job there of maintaining his lead, keeping a good consistent pace.
Yeah, looking at the lap times there, apart from the outlap, or in-lap and outlap there, on lap 10 and 11 going into the pits, it's been all 212s and 213s. Very consistent drive. Checking in on Racer and Bryn again, looks like their gap is about the same.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think as soon as Racer X got that damage, I think that ruined his chances of potentially passing Bryn for that 5th place. So little Jacob making his way around the final hairpin one more time. Bahamut's coming in with a strong performance on the wet surfaces here at Tokyo. Kind of mirrors what we saw last year. It wasn't a preseason race, it was the first sprint of the season. A 1-2-3 by Bahamut. Little Jacob takes the checkered flag. Congratulations to Jacob for 1st place. Well, job well done there. Excellent job.
Yeah, Bahamut on the top step once again. That's Sir Hames in 2nd place. And Bishop in 3rd. And then it's a bit of a ways back to 32. But from last to 4th on a changing condition track with all the chaos ahead and then behind him. Very good drive for the NSX driver there.
A lot of doubts about the NSX during the draft pickings, but solid performance, especially on the tire wear there.
Yeah, it's a great Group 4 car. That is for sure. Bryn holding on to the 5th place, top 5 there in the Corvette, holding off Racer X.
Good drive by both of them. Bryn maintaining the lead, getting a little lucky there with Racer X's mistake. Killer Pro's crossing at 7. Yeah.
Weaving across the line, celebration there. And Motsky in 8th. Next is Token Timmy and Ads with identical damage and also with no front left tire left. but they're going the full distance there, so 19 laps done.
Must have
Hoping
been
to
part of
meet
the
ads.
Maelstrom team strategy.
Yeah. There's Rogue in 11th and 12th. Like Dinosaurs run out of fuel here.
Yeah, unfortunate drive by Dinosaur today. He had some pretty unfortunate accidents. Kept keeping it clean until maybe about a third into the race, and unfortunately had that accident. And now he's run out of fuel. His race just unwinded there after that first incident. All right. So once again, reviewing the results of the GR4 class preseason race. Little Jacob from Team Bahamut takes the top position. Sir Hames with the HHR Mazda team in second. Bishop with Shinra Toyota, finishing out the podium. Bishop there taking the fast lap with a 2:11.880. Nasty with a really great performance today, starting in last, ending in fourth for the Aventi Corsa Honda team. Bryn in fifth for VIR. Racer X, sixth for CrowdStrike. Seventh Kilopros. Eighth Mosky. Ninth Token Timmy and adds his teammate in 10th. So finishing the last couple of positions here. Rogue with an 11. Recovered from his mistake of pitting and changing to wets. So that's a good job for him. Dinosaur in 12th and Lamb King in 13th. All right. So that sums it up in I'm looking for the word for it. Closes our GR4 race. We will be back with our GR3 qualifying and race in just a little bit. Any closing remarks, Toasty?
It was an eventful race and qualifying and race for sure. Should be interesting to see everyone next week. First official round at Road Atlanta. Yeah, looking forward to that. And the Group 3 race coming up soon, of course.
Yep. So stay tuned. We'll end the stream and we'll start the stream again in about 5 minutes or so. So good luck to you, Toasty, and stay tuned.